Welcome to another Nearpod video tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to add a quiz 2 different ways to your Nearpod lesson. So let's get started. Well, as you know, we've already done the content and web content, so let's go to the activities, and we've already done the first 2 activities, open in a question and matching pairs. This time, let's get to the quiz. So we're going to go ahead and click on quiz. That's going to bring up our quiz editor, and I'm going to go ahead and just start typing a question. There we go. What is the capital of California? So there's my question. I'm going to add a couple of different answer choices. Sacramento. And our second one is going to be Los Angeles. And our capital is indeed Sacramento. So by clicking on that checkbox, that tells Nearpod what is the correct answer versus what is not the correct answer choices. So I'm going to go ahead and add an answer choice because I don't want 2 different choices. I want more than that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to choose San Diego. Now, Sacramento is still the right answer, so I'm going to leave that as is. Now, if I wanted to add a reference image, this add reference you saw in the other activity types. However, it's available for almost every single one. If I wanted to add a reference image, I could do that. I can add a video, audio recording using Nearpod's built-in voice recorder, a PDF, or take them to the web for some reason. I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'm ready to administer this. So this is one different way of adding a quiz. And the way this works is when I get to this particular slide, the students will be presented with this one question. They will then answer that question. We will not move forward until everyone answers that question. I, as the teacher, will be able to see in real time results as they come in. We will then discuss the answer choices, what is the correct answer, and more importantly, why it's the correct answer. Then we go to the next slide where there might be another question. So this is one quiz question on the slide. And as you can see, I can't move forward to see the next question in the quiz set. So that is how to add it one way. I'm going to replicate that process all over again and show you the second type. Another option for adding a quiz. I'm going to click on quiz. I'm going to repeat that process. However, this time I'm going to add more than one question on this. What is the capital of Texas? Austin. San Antonio. Austin is the correct answer. I'm going to add a question here and say, what is the capital of Arizona? I'm going to go with Phoenix versus Payson. Phoenix, of course, being the right answer. Now, when I save that quiz, it's not one question per Nearpod slide. This one, I have multiple questions in this one Nearpod slide. So if I'm teaching a lesson and at the end of that lesson I want to ask a 10-question quiz, I can do that, and the students will be presented with all the questions. Oh, that's weird, they're not showing up, but all the questions will show up here and they can go through at their own pace. So some of my students might be on number 3 while others are number 7, and 1 or 2 students might be done. However, they're doing it at their own pace, this method with multiple quiz questions on one Nearpod slide versus the other method here where it's one question per slide. So it all depends on what you're trying to teach and how you're trying to teach it. However, play around with those 2 different ways to add a quiz and add a quiz to your Nearpod lesson.